Alright everyone, as though it was any doubt, main news of the day, once again going back to Virginia and all the scandals there, but not because of Northam, although, you know, with Fairfax we've got a little bit of an extension on that one, but now with their Attorney General, who by the way is a Democrat, third in line. If, like, Northam and Fairfax resign, he becomes governor. Now he's embroiled in scandal. He's come out and said, well, look, you know, preemptively here, in case someone goes looking through my yearbook, I guess, or whatever. Yeah, back in 1980, I wore blackface for, like, a rap party. I'm thinking to myself, back 1980 and you're a rap fan in, like, what, rural Virginia or something, who were you listening to exactly? What bands or artists qualify as what their AG would like, fucking Grandmaster Flash or something? Don't fucking joke around about this shit. It's like, with these scandals, here's what you see. Number one, it's a freak show. That's just obvious. With Northam, the main problem wasn't even the initial, like, the report about, well, you know, he may have wore blackface here. The problem, the reason he should resign is for lying. Because he came out the second day and said, oh, but it might not have been me in the photo. Basically says, yeah, it was me and I apologize. Oh, but it might not have been me. Maybe I'll resign, maybe not. Call people in for a meeting. He doesn't know what the fuck is going on. He can't even confirm which person in the photo is him, although it's probably the person in blackface. Fairfax, with him, the reason he should resign is specifically the Democrats themselves dogpile anyone for allegations half that severe and twice as old on a regular basis. They need to be held account for the same standards that they attempt to impose on others. That's Fairfax's problem. In all honesty, it is just one allegation, but then we get news that he apparently called the accuser, Vanessa, I can't remember the exact name, called her a fucking bitch in a meeting with his people. That's quite significant. You wouldn't think, well, if, you know, nothing. So in other words, he's irate. He's like, oh, god damn it, I could have been governor, basically. He's probably thinking Northam would have resigned. He'd be governor. Now it's looking like he might have to resign. And then the AG's like, I'm washing my hands of the situation. Yes, I admit that I am a witch. And here's the thing with their AG. I don't give a fuck that he wore blackface back in 1980. You know, by his own admission, he's like, yeah, by the way, I'm not Northam. I'm willing to admit that I did this. Like it would have happened, okay, when he was like 19 or something, or 18. He would have been barely out of high school. Fresh-faced youth. He's going to a rap party, I guess, or some bullshit, and he puts blackface on, or bronzer, or whatever. I'm not really sure that I care about that. At least he's forthcoming, unlike Northam. But watch, maybe he'll backtrack and say, oh yeah, on second thought, actually, I misremembered that. That never actually happened. These people, what the hell is in the water over there? How much, you know, they're not just smoking Virginia tobacco, they're smoking something else if they're making these dumb decisions. With Fairfax, you know, the proper decision to make isn't attempting to ream the accuser the next day. Big mistake. Just like Northam's biggest mistake was going back on his initial apology. Some people that would have said, okay, you know, maybe we're not happy about it, but it was long ago, and he's apologized, and all he has to do is hold in there for a week or two until people stop talking about it. The problem now for Northam is that with the AG weighing in, that extends his own scandal as well. People are still talking about Virginia, and now it's such a large number of people implicated within the state government there. And then today, or last night, we find out that the sergeant that was going to monitor, like I guess the protest there or something with regards to Northam, he's got white supremacist ties, and I mean actual ties to white supremacist movements. I don't mean like, oh, he watches Gavin's podcast. No, I mean like legit, like, you know, where, you know, swastika tattoos sort of stuff. What the fuck is going on over there? You can't keep anyone in government. So now the fourth man in line is a Republican, and I think the fifth is too. So the Republicans may take Virginia just because everyone else has to get out of the way. Now, let's say that any of them don't resign. Don't you think that's going to be made a political issue in 2020? With regards to trying to swing Virginia and turn it red for Trump, among other things? The Republicans are going to have a field day. They're going to take all of this shit and put it in campaign ads. Perfect timing, by the way, to do that. You know, the campaign's beginning to heat up. Elizabeth Warren's been basically knocked out by news the other day. I'll be talking about that. Biden's getting less viable over time. Clinton can't save him. Bernie probably can't run and probably won't. I mean, I'm looking at the field, I'm saying, fuck the Democrats. They got big problems in the wake of a very well-received SOTU and the meltdown of Virginia's entire Democratic Party. Look, they've been trending nonstop for, what, 5 days now? And not for good reasons. It's not like, oh, the Virginia Democratic Party, oh, we record fundraising, or we saved little orphans or something. We're sponsoring a bill, you know, it's called We're Great Act, and it's about how we saved state money or something by cutting waste, fraud, and abuse. It's not for good reasons. It's because your governor's nuts. Like a survivable, the initial scandal may have been survivable, not highly likely, but he could have, but then he backtracked. He's gone. He's already a lame duck. The odds of him being able to weather the scandal and actually do anything are zero. With Fairfax, the lieutenant governor, they're saying, oh, well, he can take over. Yeah, maybe Northam should get out, but I think some people are saying, well, Northam triggered this scandal in order to prevent himself from, having to resign by making Fairfax look worse, talking about an old, alleged sex assault or something from 2004. I don't think so. I don't think it has anything to do with the Northam camp trying to save face. Because Northam, he had to have known the next day when he backtracked on it, it wasn't well received. They've conducted fairly decent polling there. His approval now is at 29% or something. Even among, he's barely okay with the Democrats. He has no Republican support, almost no independent support. He cannot govern. He already has to deal with a legislature that's run by Republicans anyway, and now he doesn't have a mandate, and he's got this scandal on his back. The AG, though, I think is the most important. I'll tell you why. The Attorney General being tasked specifically with prosecution, with things of a criminal nature, with the application of the law itself. Any bias in an AG is not a good look. Virginia having an Attorney General that says, yeah, I wore blackface, even if it was long ago, admittedly was, even if it was, well, I was at a rap show and I thought I liked Grandmaster Flash, again, okay, a normal person probably not particularly offended by that, but it is a bad look. The Virginia Democratic Party doesn't want that kind of optics. They're trying to get all three of these people to resign, which means the Republicans run the state. Anyway, whoever ends up governor, if it's one of those three, it's not like they have a mandate to do anything. Basically, anything they propose, it's just going to get laughed at. Oh, ha ha ha, hi racist, hi sex assaulter, ha, you're trying to pass legislation. No, we're just going to sit on you for the next 2 years, or however long the tenure is before their next election. Is the governorship there up in 2020? I don't know exactly. They have a kind of a wonky political system. And it's led to some wonky people being in politics there, as we can see. So it's really, really amusing to watch this, ultimately. That's about all. Peace out.